All right, welcome to the relationship show. This woman writes this post. Should I go on a second date with this guy? She's 37. She says, back to dating again after a long-term relationship breakup that really did a number on my worth, esteem, and everything in between. Some might argue it's too soon, parentheses, about 2 months, to date, but I have to get comfortable meeting new people again to realize not every guy is a lying cheat. Yeah, well, the time in between or after a long-term relationship breakup, that can give you time to really reflect and, really figure out what went wrong, how you can adjust, and also just time for those feelings of hurt and pain to really fade. It just sometimes that takes time. She says, anyways, met another guy from online yesterday for a quick walk and ice cream. That date, it's like a friend zone type date, really. I mean, as a man and trying to really take the lead in a relationship, you want to set dates in the evening that have a possibility of leading to sex. And that's not just because you want the sex as the outcome, it's because it communicates, when there is that possibility, it communicates that this is a date. This isn't some get to know you friendship thing. And think of it as well as like daytime walks and ice cream. Are you really going to make out or whatever? Maybe, but, or at least get a kiss, maybe, but you have a higher probability if you set one in the evening, because that's just, really how it works. And it's like, it's just a more comfortable situation when it's nighttime, in relation to kissing or even leading up to sex. It's just a way to more communicate that your intentions are to have a dating relationship at this current time, not a friendship vibe. She says, no huge deal, but he didn't pay. Parentheses, I'm used to this on first dates. Okay. He was, well, it is also just ice cream. So it's like maybe $3. Yeah. Okay. Well, so, I mean, I don't know. It's like, if it was a dinner or sit down situation, maybe, but I don't know if it's maybe you're taking the lead here. Maybe you're taking the charge. Who was the one who ordered? Maybe you were the one who ordered and thinking that you need to be the leader in this relationship and thinking that you have to have the control. And so you had the control when you were ordering, and then maybe you just paid right there because, again, you wanted that. You were kind of in the lead. And as far as polarities go, being in that leader position is more of a masculine quality. And it's like, yes, a lot of guys today are in that passive role. And so they do almost a lot of times, submit to women's lead. And I'm not saying that can't work, because it's just a matter of aligning polarity. So if like one guy's naturally in his feminine and he feels comfortable in that, and then one woman is naturally in her masculine and she feels comfortable in that, then the polarities can align. Same goes with like a kind of like a 50-50, like half in their masculine, half in their feminine. Same goes with a woman. If they have like those half, it's just a matter of really balancing those polarities, because that's really what connects people. So it's like, think of yin and yang. That's what the whole thing is. It's masculine, femininity, into one. And also you have the opposing dots, which communicate that we have the other polarity in us as well. So just for like a visualization, it's like, visualize that dot getting bigger or smaller, and then finding someone with a bigger or smaller that matches basically your dot. If you look at the visual representation of yin and yang. So yeah, and last thing on that, it's like, if you don't get those polarities aligned, there's not going to be attraction. He was thinner. He was much thinner than his photos show. Parentheses, I like meat. He seemed to have a musty smell to him, like old laundry. And while he was nice and we talked a lot, our sense of humor didn't seem to align. So this date isn't seeming like it's going very well so far, and the spark and attraction's not there. She says, there was nothing wrong, in quotes. It was just kind of meh, and I wasn't excited. He's been texting me a bit since. Right now, I would say no. I mean, just move on, find someone else. That there's that initial excitement. She says, when/how do you decide whether to give someone a second date or not? I try to keep first meets really short because most of them are not great. Okay, so that last line communicates further that you might be trying to control the situations and being in this leadership role and setting the plans and setting the dates. And if you encounter somebody that you're really attracted to that's in his masculine energy and you try to show up like this and try to control him and etc., it's like you're probably not going to succeed. At least long term, you're not going to succeed. And so for this situation you're in right now, I would move on, but I would really need to address that concept in yourself. Because if you are trying to control men, it's like, well, look at the 3 C's, the biggest pain points of men, like the root causes of their pain are usually being, well, they are. It's being criticized, being controlled, and when their woman's closed off. And if you are controlling, trying to take the lead, and then criticizing him if he ever tries to, well, you're going to have some serious problems and that relationship isn't going to work out. So you can use dating as practice, but if you don't figure this out, I mean, your chances of getting someone that you really click with, that you really want, that, diminish if you act in this way and he's in his masculine energy. And I don't know why your last relationship ended, but it could be something similar to those results. Based on this short post here, I would say that seems to be like a general thing. So check that in yourself if you are trying to control the relationship, control them, take the lead. Because that's kind of what the clues are giving in this post are really leading to that right now.